Thank you, Darryl, for letting us do your project here in Swan Hill. I've been telling everyone we're making a village out of the little homes.
Right. It's a pleasure. I mean, it's just great to see it being reinvented, and it's great to see it in a rural community as well. I think it lends itself to smaller scale stuff. And the one we did at the Arts Centre was huge and got great response. But this, I think, you can get a better sense of community here within a rural environment.
So, Darryl, tell me a bit about where the idea came from.
Well, the idea originally was something that I devised for a Work for the Doll program that I was doing with Handspan Theatre many, many years ago, where young people mainly would come along and do an arts-based Work for the Doll program. And we had 1,000 houses then, and the idea was that they worked on these little houses, they painted and sculpted them, and it's basically talking about their lives and their experience of home, or talking about their hopes and aspirations about what they want in a home environment. And that was very successful, and it was taken up by the Fringe Festival. As part of the festival, it became the Fringe architecture component. As well as making the little houses, the participants took these little homes out into the streets of Melbourne and into the city primarily, and placed their homes in shop windows and toilets and museums, and left that. They took one photo, walked away, and left their homes there. And this was before social media was around, and they used film cameras to take the photo. And then word of mouth got out, and people started looking for them and collecting them. And then it ended in an exhibition of the 1,000 photographs of the homes. At the time, Ama Harrington was working at the Fringe Festival, and who was a close friend and associate of mine, and she now works at the Arts Centre. And we've discussed for years the idea of putting this on again, and we eventually, through the generosity of Betty Amsden and her participation program, got funding to do this project on a larger scale, which we did, and it was hugely successful. And everyone that participated in it got a lot of positive feedback and something out of it. So so that's the genesis of it, and now it's in Swan Hill.
Yeah.
What it does speak of is the wonderful community that you've got in these two towns, and you've been able to get enormous support. I mean, when we made the houses for the Arts Centre, they cost a fortune because we had to buy the timber, have them cut, have them branded, and it cost a lot of money. You've been able to, pull off a bit of a miracle, really, by getting all of this support. So I think that's great. And hats off to you for doing it. Yourself and your assistant, who really, when we did the Arts Centre one, there was probably 50 people overall throughout the project working on it. And you're doing the work of 50 people. For me, I think it works on two levels. I think it works on an individual level, and I think it works very strongly on a community level. So I think individuals have the opportunity to talk about things that are important to them, to express their notion of what home means. I think on a community level, it allows diverse groups to come together, to have a shared experience, and to have a bigger conversation. So that's what it is to me.
Sure, Darryl.
Question without notice.
Yeah.
Question.
What are my feelings about how these are going, perhaps? Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about the workshops that have been happening?
Well, I think they're fantastic, Kim. It's been a great response from all the local community, and to see so many teachers here is just wonderful. So, and everyone's enjoying themselves, which I guess they'll take back into their classrooms and enthuse all the kids. So, very, very good. Both sessions have been excellent. It's great.
Yeah, terrific. We've had about 20 teachers and about 5 artists come through in the last 2 days, which is great. And they'll be able to take what they've learnt back into their classrooms and into their groups.
Yeah, which is great because in the city, when we did the project at the Arts Centre, I think we only managed to get 10 teachers come along overall. So the response here is great. It just shows what a great community we've got here.
Yeah.